When being a man goes wrong, I think our guy Brad Beal can attest a little bit about that. What you think, J-Duke?
Yeah, man. It's a trade-off. I mean, he putting up his numbers, but they're the last in the East right
now. All right, J-Duke, diving into a little bit more. Obviously, Brad Beal is the man on the Wizards program, but you mentioned a trade-off. Exactly what did you mean by that?
With championship contenders, like we've talked about, no one does it by themselves. You might have the main guy who, quote unquote, carries the load, who is the superstar, the main guy, but everybody has a supporting cast.
Right.
So what I mean by trade off is, you can either be the man that's scoring all the points, but the trade off would be we not winning as many games.
Right.
Or you can be a guy with other great pieces, and y'all win.
Right. So
it's a trade off either way. It's just whatever you're looking to do, whatever the end goal is, which should be a championship. And I think NBA guys, maybe young guys, they start off wanting to be the guy. They want the All-Stars, they want the MVPs. And then once you get that and you get later on in your career, which I think Harden is gotten to that point now,
right.
It's like, man, I'm 10, 11 years in, I ain't got no rings, which that's the main thing people look at the end of your career. You like, man, I might need to join with some guys. I need some help. So I think Brad Beal is in that spot. He's definitely pulled up numbers, but I just looked at the standings. They 3-12, last in the East.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's in a tough spot, but that's just a trade off that comes with it.
Right. Let's look at some stats from Brad Beal's last few games.
So in the season, he's averaging 34.7 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game. Or he has 26 points, 47 points, 33 points, and 31 points. That's his last 5. Oh, and they've lost all those games. They lost all of them.
So we big numbers, but we taking big L's.
Big L's.
So now, we may have some high school, college kids, watching this episode. How can this relate to their decisions in choosing what school to attend or what school to commit to, and how they can go somewhere and be the man, but you may not win, or as you can go to a program to where, okay, I may not get as many shots,
right,
or I may not be able to pat my stats, but I'll put myself in a position to win. How can we relate that to the younger athletes?
Well, I'll just speak on, maybe let's give an example as a McDonald's All-American. Choosing a school. Is he going to choose a Duke, Kentucky, where he's going to be on the roster with 3 or 4 other 5 stars? Or is he going to go to a mid-major or, maybe not a blue blood,
right,
to be the guy? It's just about, like I said, your goal at the end of the year should be to win a championship. I mean, I think that's more memorable than put up numbers. I mean, I think if you're a great player, people are gonna respect you as a great player,
right? Even
if your numbers aren't as high, I mean, people are gonna respect you as that. Someone else who just came to mind is like a Devon Booker, who's a 6th man,
right,
at Kentucky. They didn't win it. Yeah, they didn't win it.
Right.
I was thinking of the 2012 team. They didn't win it, but he's the best NBA player out of their roster.
Right.
I mean,
he came off the bench.
Right. He came off the bench.
Or Anthony Davis, who he might have averaged around 12, 13 points or something like that.
Yeah.
But he won the NCAA championship.
And he could have went to pick somewhere else and got 20 and 10 and
right.
You know what I mean? But he won a national championship. So that's what I mean by the trade off. And, it's just whatever your ego lets you sacrifice.
Right.
That's what it's about.
So either way you go, it's sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice.
If you want your numbers, that may sacrifice winning. Or if you want to win, they may sacrifice your numbers. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to our second point. With that being said, who do you think got the better hand in the trade between the Rockets and the Wizards?
Between Westbrook and Wall?
I mean, we can.
You talking about the teams?
Yeah, we can go. We can go teams. Or we can go Westbrook and Wall. We can go Brad Beal. Here's what I'll say. I think Brad Beal is the epitome or the perfect example of, as we mentioned, when being a man goes wrong. However, Wall, formerly being the man, and we can say that from high school to college on into his pro career, now Wall is on a playoff contender team. right? Now his stats may not be, vintage Wall, or they could be. We don't know. I hope they are John Wall, but he may have to sacrifice, previous stats. And this was maybe, before he was injured, but previous stats to now he's on a playoff contender team.
Yeah.
He's put himself in a chance to win.
Yeah.
Maybe at the cost of his stats.
Yeah. I think Houston won it. I think Houston won a trade. Just because of the pieces that they have with Wall.
Right.
And Washington is losing right now. Westbrook is on the decline, I think.
Poor Russ. And that's my guy, man. But
Russ nice, bro, but he may
have
had his best days.
Right. No, but again, that's another guy when being the man goes wrong. Right. Triple double machine. He can
Scoring
score with
champ,
the best.
being MVP.
MVP. He can,
Yeah.
But Russ doesn't have. He hasn't gotten to the NBA Finals. He hasn't, doesn't have a conference championship.
Yeah. I mean, that comes along. I just think when you're a piece on that championship team,
right,
I think people will respect you as that could be a guy that goes and does his own thing.
Yeah.
Like you look at the Lakers, people talk about Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma could be a starter on some other team. You know, they respect him as that because he's on a championship team.
Yeah.
So I think it's better to sacrifice your stats a little bit because, at the end of the day, you're gonna be remembered as a champion. Right. So I think that's it's more important for that.
And then our last topic, which we're talking contracts.
Yeah.
And then obviously with NBA professional basketball, you have contracts. With college, you have commitments, scholarships, and things like that.
Yeah.
But the point of that I'm getting to is once you sign a dotted line, there's no going back, right? So you have a Bradley Beal. Essentially, there's no going back.
Book at them M's.
And we getting paid, all right? We getting M's, but we catching L's.
Yeah. We paid.
We getting M's, but we catching L's. You get what I'm saying? Whereas somebody in college, you can sign a scholarship to go be the man,
right?
All right, but
Hold
you're putting,
L's, though.
You're putting winning at risk.
Yeah.
What you think?
That could go both ways, though. I mean, you could. Well, no, I see what you're saying. Because if you sign, how much was Bill's contract? If you and y'all know off the top of your head.
Signed an extension worth $72 million, which begins this season.
Yeah.
So my thing with the $72 million, again, and we don't have to answer this, but what's the salary cap? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's a big chunk.
Right. That's a big chunk of the salary cap. So now you're not able to go out and get another or two other but you're not able to go get one or two of the stars or big time role players.
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying? Whereas maybe if Brad Beal wasn't worth that much or didn't take that much, he'd be able to bring in a couple more guys that could make them contenders in the East.
Yeah. I think that comes from Bill ain't been an all-star, has he? Has he been an all-star?
Not yet.
So has he? Oh, let me fact check now. I don't think he has. Even if he has, he hasn't got he got snubbed last year. I'll say that. He averaged close to 30 to 35 last year, and he got snubbed on the All-Star. So he might be a guy willing. You talking about last year?
That was the previous year.
Yeah.
That was the previous year.
Oh, not last year. I keep hitting this money. He got snubbed, and they was hot about that. So, like, he might be a guy that's cool with the stats right now because he trying to get his respect. And he's still younger, right? But went down the line, when we look 5 years from now, he give me like, man, I need that ring.
So you saying if y'all not going to respect me, y'all going to pay me? I'm going to get paid if I don't get my respect.
I feel like
I'm going to get my stats if I don't get my respect.
He going to get paid because of his stats.
Right.
But I feel like he's cool. I don't want to say he's cool because I ain't talked to Bill. I'm sure he wants some more dubs. But I'm saying he might be mad and got a point to prove. So he's, I don't know how I want to say it.
at the end of the day, the outcome of the game or the outcome of the season,
Yeah,
that's
true.
the test.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he can score 40, 50 all he want. And if they holding L's, it don't matter.
Man, give my guy some help over in Western, man. Come on, man. Y'all help my guy out. Man. I'm trying to see Bill get in the playoffs. I'm trying to see my guy.
Westbrook, you know what I'm saying, quit stinking it up. You know, if you're watching, help him out. You know, you shouldn't be triple double king. Should be helping Bill out more, man. You should have more than 3.
Hey, he's up, man. That's my guy. He's up. We gonna be all right.
I'm with you. What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Duke.
My name is Mark Brown.
Hey, bro, come on, turn up, man. You gotta wake up, bro.
What's good, y'all? My name is Mark Brown.
Make sure y'all keep watching, man. We got great content on the way. Make sure y'all keep checking us out.